There was this nutcase. Her name is London, and she doesn't know which end is up, but she always seems to come up on top. But the thing is that when we ever get together, she always walks out of me. And I say, oh my God, thank God. And then when I leave the restaurant, she's always waiting for me. And after the argument, she'll call me up. Well, if she doesn't call me this year, she'll call me next year. And there's not much I can do about it. You see something in their eyes, and it just develops from there. And they get excited, then I get excited, and then I'm hooked. And I guess if I was a more mature individual, I wouldn't have this problem. But we are what we are at this point in time. Right now, I feel that I'm in between things because I had 2 shows and I want to go in a different direction. So I went to New Zealand and did some drawing and had a pretty okay time there, some incredible good times and some that were too boring really to pay money for. But I did come up with a concept, and I've been home for over a week now, and I haven't done anything about it. Just trying to level the playing field and get things going again in a way that would approximate creativity, but I haven't done anything yet. So that's kind of being on the borderline, if you must say. Oh, I've been living here forever, and I was born. I was born in Brooklyn, and we moved from Brooklyn when I was in the 3rd grade to Queens, where I hated it. I hated the school. And when I was 10 years old, we went to Levittown, and I loved it in Levittown. I went to high school in Levittown, and I left before it became the boring suburbs. When I went, it was great to be in the suburbs where there was space and we could play any kind of ball, from baseball to soccer. I was on the soccer team in high school, but when I went to Parsons, it was a rude awakening. I had never had any kind of interaction with a black person. I didn't know gay people were in existence, and the whole experience blew my mind. I guess I kind of liked New York because after a number of boring jobs in the city and in places like McGraw-Hill, I had it, and I got a job in Albany, which I was very interested in doing that. Until it was I was working for a political appointment during the Rockefeller administration, And I thought I was doing good for the world, but I found out what a creep Rockefeller was, and I left that job only to work in New York City again. I was art director of a teen magazine, which didn't last too long, but I threw up my hands, and I've been freelancing ever since. Freelancing gave me the opportunity to explore my own art, which I've been doing, and I imagine I will continue doing until I can't get out of bed anymore. Okay, I don't know what you want from me.